In an increasingly divided time, a simple game has the power to unite the world. A new exhibit at the George W. Bush Presidential Center shows how sports have shaped America's identity, helped bridge divides, and inspire change beyond just the playing field. Paige is actually live in Dallas to check out some rare sports memorabilia just in time for the Texas Rangers home opener. Hello, Paige. I can't wait to see what you see.
Hey. I tell you what, it is something very special. Good morning to you and good morning, Texas. I am at the George W. Bush Presidential Center. This is an exhibit that really focuses on sports and how sports, as you heard, is able to unite not only a nation, but a world. I'm excited to introduce you to Dana Ayers. She is the newly appointed director here at the Bush Presidential Center. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you, thank you.
This is a magnificent exhibit, and it touches on a variety of sports, but today we're going to focus a little bit on baseball. George Bush, of course, was a former owner of the Texas Rangers.
Yes.
He himself was a little leaguer.
He was.
And that's represented here. Tell us more.
Yes, look right over here. So President Bush, his little league team, there's actually a ball signed by President Bush right here and his whole team. So,
and the Sluggers, South Lawn Sluggers, that has special
Yes.
significance too from when he was in the White House.
It does. It was really important for he and Mrs. Bush to bring baseball to the White House during his presidency. And so that was just a really important way to bring kids to the White House and bring baseball, because baseball really does unite us. And
well, and you mentioned that, and we live in divisive times.
That's right.
For sure. And as this indicates here, there have been so many examples when the world really was divided. In particular, World War I, the Christmas truce, where the British forces and the German forces put down their arms to play a game. Also during the Depression, it showcases that they still were able to come and afford a baseball game, and then other iconic moments in the world of sports is listed here as a way to really demonstrate how it can unify.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. And one of those key things is right after 9/11. Yeah. And that's obviously something for President Bush that is touched on in this museum. But so right after 9/11, many of us will remember that President Bush threw out the first pitch in the World Series at Yankee Stadium, and it was a great moment to come together and bring people together. And so many people were watching, and instead of being sad, it was a way of bringing people together.
There's a healing aspect to sports.
Absolutely.
You know, whether it's uniting people, but it's also when the whole nation was mourning, being able to just enjoy a baseball game and to see our president, our leader in chief, they're throwing out the first pitch. We all needed to have that experience and enjoy America's pastime together. Speaking of baseball, wow, do you have some impressive items here? This is Jackie Robinson. Tell us a little bit about some of these artifacts.
Well, so bringing us together has been really important, but also there are athletes who have done so much more than just be athletes on the field. So Jackie Robinson is one of those. So we have several Jackie Robinson items. I do want to draw attention to one. So all players had to answer a questionnaire about what they wanted from baseball that year. And so Jackie Robinson, instead of saying, I want to win the World Series or I want to hit so many home runs or whatever, actually wrote on his questionnaire that he wanted to open the doors for players of color to be able to play baseball.
This is a real coup that you were able to have
Absolutely.
These artifacts and showcase it here. This is an opportunity for you to see these items in this exhibit. Once in a lifetime for many of us, the opportunity
Absolutely.
to see that. And then we move on to, again, talking about sports being inclusive, the Paralympic movement. That's also showcased here in a really loving way.
It is. So you will see here Melissa Stockwell. She was actually the first Iraq War veteran to qualify for the Paralympics. And actually, so in addition to, she's a 4-time Paralympian, but veteran and military affairs are actually really important to President and Mrs. Bush now, and so she actually has worked with them. She participates in the Warrior Ride that President Bush does, and so it's great to highlight her and the Paralympic movement.
This exhibit is interactive. You'll see popping up throughout opportunities for you to get into the game, including Instagrammable moments. But now as we move over here, let's talk about our Texas Rangers.
Let's do that.
Friday is the home opener. You have got some fantastic memorabilia here. Certainly the Texas Rangers have been very important to the Bush family, with him being a former owner. Right. And this particular slugger, that has some significance as well.
Absolutely right. So there you'll see a bat from Corey Seager from the first game in the World Series where he hit a home run. And obviously, if you've been a Rangers fan a long time or even just a short time, that World Series was super important for fans and for this Metroplex. And so that's actually the first time you can see that bat out in public.
I love that. And then we have a replica of the World Series trophy that's there, among other artifacts.
Yes.
It is exciting. Nolan Ryan, of course, the great pitcher, certainly a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
You also have some of his artifacts as well.
We do.
And check it out.
Pudge, Adrian Beltre,
That's
Kenny
right.
Rogers, absolutely.
You've been able to include so many in this fantastic exhibit, and we just gave you this much. There's a lot of other features that are here, including a wonderful, wonderful artifacts from Jesse Owens.
Yes.
Of course, the fantastic track star who competed in the 1936 Olympics in Germany. Adolf Hitler watching, not too happy about it. Those are just a few of the other things that you can see when you visit. Anything else coming up that we need to be aware of?
So coming up, we actually have several exhibits that have rotated to support our local sports teams. And so it's important to highlight the Rangers here as the season begins. But as we get closer to the summer, we're actually going to celebrate soccer.
Yeah, we are.
As this entire Metroplex will be doing with FIFA World Cup. SMU is actually one of the training sites. This museum sits here on the SMU campus.
There's a lot to do. Thank you so much. Come and check it out. The information is on your screen. Thanks again, and let's play ball.
Go
I'll send it to
Rangers.
you.